Good evening. June 15th, 2013. Saturday night. Didn't make any videos this today. Just didn't feel the need or the desire to do it. I was actually sleeping and woke up to make this video. Words mean things. Words have weight. And my actions, me doing these videos as a response or as to ponder the reasons why things are, is basically a quandary of life. My own musing on why things are the way they are. But that begs the question, is my reaction to words that are directed at me or words that are used to express emotion from others basically saying that if a person is angry with something that either I did or was done to them by others or outside their control, and they react in a very vulgar way, the things that I never say. I never say, F you or what the F or what the and all that stuff. I never really say it out loud unless it's really a shocking thing. I don't use those terms unless I want to convey shock, convey anger. And I realize that now whenever I do say words like that, which are very, very rare, I never really say to anybody. It's more to stab the person. It's out of anger. And I realize that now that it's a wrong thing to do. You shouldn't do those things. You shouldn't act that way. You shouldn't act out in that regard. The whole idea of the one example that was recent that I do know is, I'll just say it right now. My father is seeing somebody. It's a rumor. He might be seeing a woman. And the reaction from my sister is anger and disgust with it. And my first reaction was to laugh because, she's, why is she, or making fun of her, or telling her situation because she had a boyfriend that dumped her, and we all have our own baggage. But that was my first reaction, which I now look back and apologize to myself about thinking that way about my sister. Because the root question, and I've said it before, is why? Why is she upset about that? What her issues she's dealing with that are affecting her? And that's the same thing. If I am doing myself in the situation, a scenario, and it's always the same way. I help somebody. Somebody asks me to do something for them. And what do I do right away? I do it right away because I want that person to be happy. And can you look this up for me? Or pondering, oh, I wish I knew how to do something. In saying that, it's that whole damsel in distress thing, and of course I jump right into it. Yes, I'll do it for you. But in the course of just a few minutes of me researching and looking things up and saying, here's how you do something, the reaction of the person when they do the act or do something and they find out that I had done something inadvertently or would do something with their issue crops up and they tell me, F you, what the hell, or what the, all big bad words, to me, my reaction is, here's the irony. What do you do? Somebody gets angry at you and says, fuck you, basically, and all that. The inside of me says, I must forgive, I must let it go. But am I letting it go because I'm a good person and I won't let it affect me? Or am I letting it go because I'm agreeing with the person, and I'm not trying to let it affect me and hurt me. In essence, giving them excuse, saying that maybe they are right, but because of my own lack of self-worth, I'm going to let it slip by. They may be right. It's their issue. It's a combination of both, you know. It seems like it, but I don't. I'm thinking about it. No, you know, no one deserves to be told to, you know, go to hell or f off or you're a loser. Or you always be a loser. And the same person keeps saying the same damn things over and over again. It's her issue. It's not mine. You know, same thing with everybody. My sister said the same thing to me too years ago, but I forgave her. And I do now. I love her so much. I love everybody, basically. I don't care. I don't have no animosity or pain, but no one deserves to be treated badly. Words do mean things. Words are harsh. And just be good to everybody. That's the critical thing. We all have to be good to each other. But, you know, deep in my core, in my heart, it's like if somebody's so easy to say fuck and go off, and then it's like, well, then that's all they're good for, is that they use these words all the time. Like, you know, when you get a text message from somebody and autocorrect sends those words to you when they're sending a song, means that they text those words too all the time. They text bad words all the time. And I have texts that have like that, you know. And it just like, okay, interesting. It's like, man, you use it a lot. You must be, you know, fucking around and, sorry, just doing stuff like that. You must enjoy that even though you claim not to. You know, because for me, words do mean things. When I tell you I love you, I expect a thank you, a smile. I don't expect you to say, well, that's weird. Why are you saying that? That's just, see, when someone says it's weird, if I say something and they say, well, that's weird, don't be weird. My gut reaction, is, yes, I'm fat. You're right. That's being weird. A fat man can't love anybody. You know, that's the small part of me that says that. Yeah, you're right. It is weird. Fat people don't love. They can't love. You know, but then you know, if I were just my soul would say, what do you mean weird? What's your issue? What are you talking about? Why are you going on and saying it's weird? It's not weird. Nothing is weird. Loving somebody is not weird. Loving somebody is a beautiful thing. Either accept it or you don't. Just like, you know, why things happen when they happen. You know, and I can tell you now, it's like, you know, when somebody comes back into your life that you haven't talked to in a long time, they come back, you always go, why? You know, my first reaction is always, you know, why are they calling me? Why are they doing this? What's going on here? And of course, you know, there's the dual personality conflict running through your mind. Okay, well then you have to be good. They came back into your life. Life is giving you all this intelligence and this experience, and how you treat them with respect. Oh yes, it's really good to see. It's good to see you again. Somebody you haven't seen in a while. Maybe they burned you. Maybe they didn't burn you. You know, how do you treat them? Treat them with respect. Treat them. You know, we know what they did, of course, but treat everyone with respect. That's what I do. I tend to do that all the time. And, you know, I realize that now. People use words to try and instigate, to try and push, to try and do things to you, because they just don't have the guts to come out and say things. You know, and it's just harsh. It's very harsh. It's very hard to do that. And then I've realized that now. It's like, I realize that now, even in everything I do. In every word that I say, I have to be different in every word I say and every action that I do. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It can. Most of the time it does. If somebody wants to hit you, your reaction is hit back. If somebody says, screw you, you're going to say the same thing back. But do the opposite. Not because you are the better person. Don't even go that route. Don't do the better act. Do what you think about it. Why is this person angry? Why is this person upset? You know, and don't say, hey, what's up with that? You know, you should just drop it and all that stuff. You just very calmly say, I am not going to engage in this. You don't have to. And just say it. I am not going down that path of anger. I'm not going down that path of hate. You know, it's you have an issue, you deal with it, and that's what you do. You know, with me, because the same thing happens. You know, words mean things, reactions, visions, things like that. Like with women, you know, I don't have anybody, and you know, for the longest time, it bothered me when growing up. It did. High school, it did. Junior high and all that. College, you know, it bothered me. Not that there were women that I find attractive, which is strange. You think about it. There are women in the world that are very beautiful, or women that I know that are very beautiful, yet I wasn't attracted to. And there are women that weren't very attractive, but I was very attracted to. But there's the women that I love, genuinely love, are a very, very small amount, and the ones that I really adore, there's just one. So, but you know, the heart wants what it wants, of course, and that's what I always say. In time, it's going to happen. What? I have no idea, but it's going to happen. But the point being of this is words mean things, and you know, I'm just not going to accept those things anymore. As a man, I can't accept words that try to poke, demean, put me down, control. It's words of control. I'm not going to let words try to control me. Of course, there's a reaction to the words of control. Action to a reaction. This is a reaction. The reaction is what I'm doing right now, this video. But I'm just going to not let it affect me. Did shave today. Just wanted to be clean cut and get a haircut, because you know, I want to look clean cut. I want to look good. And by all means, you know, I want to be that man that woman wants. You know, and gives control, not away, but gives into the control of love. The control of love, the control of desire, the control of what is good, what is right. That's what it is. You give yourself away too. You give into the moment, give into what romance and love and everything is. That's what it boils down to. So words do mean things. Love is everything. What do they say? The only cure for love is to love more. Love is the answer. All you need is love. Famous words, things like that. You do. But of course, other words like hope, the future, destiny. It's there. Believe in them. Be them. And I'll just say the last few words that I want to say to you, and you know who you are, is I love you with all my heart, the part of my heart that belongs to you. The rest of myself, I love myself completely. I believe in myself. Everything I do for myself and the future. Because that's what words mean. A promise. Wrapped up into a thought. Expressed in emotion and voice. That I tell you. Unequivocally. Love is the universe. Good night, everybody. Take care.